What's up, y'all? Welcome to Denoted. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's weekend going? Get a little Justy right here. So how's everyone doing tonight? Let me make sure audio's okay and everything. Hope everyone's doing well. It's nice to see that stream earlier fresh. Yeah, looks like audio's good. Looks like everyone's doing good. So today we are doing new SsA and new FA. I don't have all of them, of course not. Financially, that would be too much of a burden, without a doubt, especially with FA. I got all these from Noms, so shout out to Noms. Noted 15 appears to still work there. So the ones that we got today, I think I have 15 flavors if I counted correctly. But the flavors that we're going to go over is the new SsA. We have red sweet apple, kiwi sweet ripe, papaya, marciano or marcio, whatever, cherry, cocoa milk, and strawberry candy. I also accidentally retested strawberry Kent, so I'll just go over that again. It tastes a little bit different than my original test of it a couple months ago. And then for FA, we have blue raz fruit punch, grape juicy, killa vanilla, which is bourbon and Tahiti, mango Indian DC double concentrate, mango raspberry, pineapple cocoa, and strawberry frappe. So those are the ones we're going to go into tonight. I'm really excited. Just a spoiler, they're not all bad. I'll go over to Strawberry Kent first. It's bourbon and Tahiti is what they say for Killa Vanilla, a bourbon Tahiti. We'll go over it though. The first one was Strawberry Kent. So originally I did this one on the old Noted. I got similar notes, but I also mixed with it, which was very disappointing. Originally, I haven't mixed with this bottle. I'm assuming it's the same, but I got a jammy strawberry followed by a burst of what feels like a sugar-coated strawberry or pie-like strawberry. Its jamminess is subtle and gives an overall natural kind of feel with a candy-like sweetness. The body starts dense but then disappears. It leaves a sugary note lingering on the palate. 8 out of 10. Also a disclaimer before I go through the rest of these, I've done every single flavor at 2% and 3%. So originally I did 2. If I didn't get enough out of it, I would push it to 3 or 2.5. But in general, all of them are done at 2 and then retested at 3 to see if any changes happen. Yeah, but I gave the Strawberry Kent an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good, but doesn't bring too much new to the table. I'm also curious to see if it still mixes poorly, where it just gets kind of bullied. But I can taste it as a strawberry mute, so that's not that bad. It could be much worse, but I did enjoy it. Drink your water. All right. So the next one is kiwi. Wrong pipe. So the kiwi I enjoyed a lot. I forgot to give it a score. Give me 1 second. Alright, so the kiwi is a very natural, juicy kiwi. A light, juicy kiwi. Has the tartness that a kiwi has with that kind of cider fizziness in there. Has a little bit of a sugared coating as well, almost like a honey. Very delicious but unique honey. It's more like a honey kiwi. Imagine honey peach from Jungle Flavors but with kiwi instead, and then drench it in honey. Very delightful and unique. I wouldn't say it's 100% authentic, but it's leading towards a kiwi versus a candy. 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. This one was a little bit weird. It gave me like, you know, that kind of tartness that you get from like an apple skin in there. What? Kiwi? No, this is SsA. The kiwi sweet ripe by SsA. I enjoyed it. It's just not really authentic. It's kind of like almost a blend, you want to say, of like a regular kiwi and a honey kiwi. Pretty delightful. It's not as I would say violently aggressive as most kiwis are, you know. It's kind of like a relaxed kiwi. However, I did enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's like the greatest kiwi of all time or my favorite, but I definitely think it's very useful and in the realm of authentic kiwis, which is not too common. I would not say it's better than Golden Kiwi Favora, but I would say it's probably in my like top 5. I enjoyed it. Right, so the next one I didn't enjoy. This was Red Apple, or Red Sweet Apple by SsA, Red whatever apple. It's super weak. I get little to no apple at 2 and 3%. I get the lightest juice of an apple and then some sweetness behind it. It's very juicy but also very light. It has no skin notes and doesn't give me any direction towards a red or just a red apple or just a random apple flavor. This one just seems to be the outside of a recipe or the inside, like the nucleus. Like, it has nothing that fills out the rest of the vape. There's nothing complete here. It just seems to be, this seems to be like a beta flavor, and I don't mean that in like alpha beta. I just mean like testing flavor. It doesn't seem to be ready. There just doesn't seem to be a complete body. So I would highly recommend not getting this one. It doesn't compare to anything, you know. If you're looking for a red apple, I'd still think Cap Double Apple is good. I think even other SsA apples are better than this. So I would not recommend getting SsA Red Apple. I didn't want to try it at 4% because the difference in flavor from 2 to 3% was literally nothing. There was no difference. I figured, most of the time you get somewhat of a boost, somewhat of a bump. I didn't see any difference from 2 and 3. Maybe this is an SsA flavor that needs 4 to 5, but when have we ever needed to do that? SsA tends to be in the 1 to 3% range, the Favora range, the Inner Wear range. So I didn't push this up, but definitely there's so many better red apples still. There's so many better green apples. There's so many better mix apples. But red apple, yeah, to me, still Cap double apple is my favorite. I know it's very cliche, very simple, but I just like it. It does its job in the 1 to 4% range. So I would recommend that over this SsA and other apples as well if I had the time to think about it. But on to a good one. Yeah, by the way, red apple, I would give like a 1 out of 10, maybe a 3 out of 10, somewhere like that. It's not bad because it doesn't have any off notes, but it's not good because you don't even get a note. But on to a good one, probably my number one tonight. I didn't expect it to be number one. I am a papaya fan, but papaya from SsA, let me double check, it is SsA, right? Papaya from SsA is I would like to say it's the number one papaya. I think it took over Wonder Flavors, for the simple fact Wonder Flavors needs a little bit of a steep to get the kind of putridness and funkiness out. This didn't need it. I shaked and vaped it and it tasted just as good at, at the end of the 2-week steep or whatever I gave them. I said papaya. Holy crap. So juicy, so deep and rich. Slightly floral, has a very sweet, juicy papaya flavor. Not too sweet, as it has this slightly spicy bitter note in there, similar to a real papaya, which is sweet but not too sweet. It follows that line perfect. With Cap super sweet, it goes just to pure deliciousness. I think this is the number one papaya. It gives me the closest authentic papaya flavor to the real deal, while not needing a steep, and it also takes all the best parts of the papaya and kind of exploits them in a positive manner. I really like this. I'm curious to see how it would do with other flavors. I think this one maybe not be a bully, but could be a little bit dominant in a mix. I'm just curious to see that. But this is a full body papaya, top bottom notes, very juicy, no dryness. Probably my number one flavor of the night. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I don't know how much you can make it better. Maybe just a little bit more. Maybe get rid of that floral note. But papayas have a little bit of floral note. It's a virtually perfect flavor. I just need to see how it compares to others when it's mixed. But yeah, I'm very curious and very excited to work with that one. Very good orange to it too. On to the next one. We're doing Flavor Art Strawberry Frappe. I was the most excited for this out of every single flavor tonight. But we'll get into it. I said it tastes like a light version of those cream savers or lifesavers strawberry cream ones. It's lacking body, cream, and vanilla that you get from a frappe, but I don't know if it's because of the Italian roots versus American. I don't know. It's missing the body. This one has more flavor up high around 4%, but still missing the density that you think of when you get a frappe. I just get kind of a light strawberries and cream out of this. It doesn't, so a Frappuccino is essentially like a milkshake. Let's just keep it real. No offense, Italians or whoever, but it's a milkshake, either for coffee or not. And the strawberry frap is their non-coffee ones. Now, the strawberry cream in it is pretty good. It's a very light, very bright strawberries and cream, like the Lifesaver cream savers, whatever you call those things. Definitely tastes like that, which is not a strawberry frap. It's, missing all the dairy and vanilla notes that a strawberry frap would have, and it's missing the main thing, which is density. A strawberry frap is a milkshake. It's a very, we're talking about FA strawberry frap. It's a very dense kind of drink, and this is just missing it all. It's just way too wispy and too light. I gave it a 4 out of 10 because of that, because it's not really authentic to the real deal, and just, I mean, it kind of disappointed me as well. But it's just not lying true to the name. It's not a strawberry frap, it's a strawberries and cream. It's light at the same time. So I wouldn't recommend getting this one from Flavor Art, especially because, you know, it's going to be more costly to get. However, it's not bad. There was no off notes, no dryness. All these I shaked and vaped. Then I tested around day 3. And then I tested when I got back from my trip, which would have been around a week. And then I tested them yesterday and today. So all around day 1, day 3, day 7, and then I guess it would be day 12 to 14, somewhere around there. So I've had the ability to test these through the average steep. You know, most people will not or will finish a recipe within, you know, I'd say a week or two, probably way less than a week. So in general, it's good to get kind of the average. And then a lot of people steep. A lot of people believe in steeping. I will never tell you not to steep, but I usually vape through the steep to see how recipes do and see how they do along the way. So with this, I think covering the basis of shake and vape, 3 days steep, you know, letting it sit, you know, for 24 hours, 3 days steep, and then a 7-day steep and, you know, almost 2 weeks steep. I think that covers as many bases without going into absurdity, because no one needs to, this ain't TFS. We don't have to let things steep for, what, 6 to 18 weeks. Drink your water. How's everyone doing as I drink this water? Water's so good, man. It's crazy that we're technically cannibals because we drink what we're made of. Like, we don't talk about that. We're all, you know, mostly water and we're just drinking it. Metal. Anyways, the next one. I got the dumbest brain. Alright, so the next one is SsA Strawberry Candy. So SsA Strawberry Candy. This reminds me of a strawberry juice versus a candy. It does have a light ending that reminds me of a fruit roll-up or something of that nature, but overall, strawberry candy juice is what I get. It's lacking body and depth as well, and maybe it's just not friendly to strawberry mutes, as I am a little bit strawberry mute. I give it a 3 out of 10. I didn't think this was impressive. I thought this was a poor attempt at Wonder Flavor strawberry candy, which is definitely still king, as well as many other strawberries. Even as a mute, I don't think it brings anything new to the table. You know, strawberry fruit roll-up, strawberry gushers, strawberry, you know, that aisle of the fake gummy candies. I don't think we need anything from that kind of strawberry, because, you know, Wonder Flavors did such a massive, great job with it, as well as there's a ton of other strawberries that are focused more on the candied, even, you know, TPA Ripe and Cap, the OGs. I don't think this brings anything new to the table or anything that's worth investing in. However, eventually it'll probably be at BCF, so, you know, you could gamble and try it. Yeah, I really don't think it's worth it, because nothing new. It's just a light strawberry fruit roll-up that's juice. You know, imagine if you somehow made a fruit roll-up juice. I'm making it sound way better than what it is. You don't need to get it. Alright, so the next one is Flavor Art Blue Raz in parentheses Fruit Punch. So it's supposed to be a Blue Raz Fruit Punch. This one is odd. It's like someone wanted to make a Blue Raz authentic. It's definitely got that popsicle vibe, but then there is some kind of floral and actual raspberry in there, not just, you know, a real raspberry. It's kind of odd because usually Blue Raz has no raspberry notes. You know, it's fake. It's not a real color or a real flavor. This one has raspberry notes. The body is pretty good, very syrupy and dense. The overall sweetness is above average, but nothing outrageous. This feels like a Blue Raz that's a vegan or some kind of healthy quinoa eater. kind of blue raz guy. It just gives me a natural sensation that most blue razes don't give you. I can't think of one that does. I enjoy it, but the real test is how it mixes. Also, this being blue raz tastes more bluish purple red than just blue. It definitely has more qualities than just blue, and I gave it a 6 out of 10. It's a little weird because the raspberry that you get in it, think blue raspberry. This is the raspberry you will never think about being in it. It's a regular raspberry, you know. It kind of reminds me of SsA and their new raspberries that we did on Noted. I think it was gosh, I just had a brain. What was the wild, and I can't remember the other one, natural, and then a jam. It kind of reminds me of one of those with a blue raz sensation. So it has this very unique, almost floral blue raz to it. I like it because it's very unique, and we've taken a flavor that is very niche and kind of made it unique, and that's pretty cool. Now the fruit punch aspect, I get no fruit punch. Maybe the raspberry that I taste in it is the fruit punch I get. It's kind of like a fruit punch, Hawaiian punch vibe I think they're going for, but the blue raspberry and the actual red raspberry overpower any of those notes and kind of distract you completely from that it's supposed to be a fruit punch. I give it a 6 out of 10, but I would recommend this being one of those that you do more research on and make the decision for yourself whether or not you want it. I kind of like it because I think you could take this blue, red, purple, any kind of direction you want. I also think you could lean this towards natural, or you could push it towards candy. I think it's a lot more versatile than your, Favora blue razes, where it's obvious you're going blue, maybe purple if you can push it. I've pushed blueberry Hankson purple. So you can sometimes do that with certain one color flavors, but with this, I'm very curious to see what I can do with it and how it works. I don't think it will lead to the best mixes in the world, but I definitely think it will lead to some nice weird mixes, which I enjoy. So it's one of those. I think, the right person, I think they'll like it. I like it because it's weird, but it's also not authentic to the name whatsoever. Blue raz fruit punch. It's more blue raz parentheses raspberry punch. That would make sense, like a ocean spray raspberry, the drink with like a blue raz natural, no sugar added, healthy alternative hipster brand blue raz. Yeah, this is definitely one I give a 6 out of 10. I would not say don't get it. I would just say do a little research and make your own opinion on it. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know how it's going to mix. That's the real test. The real test is how it mixes. I feel like it could be some amazing flavors or recipes and some bad. Okay, back to another terrible one. We're doing, who makes this one? FA, Flavor Art Mango Raspberry. Not really good. You get a very dry mango followed by a floral raspberry. They don't match or blend well together. You kind of get one or the other, not a blend of them both. Overall, it gives me an uncoordinated flavor that doesn't know what it is to begin with. Feels unfinished and the body is very thin. I gave this a 2 out of 10, one of my worst. I gotta look at the scores overall. We'll do that at the end to see, did FA suck again? Their last release where they had the Strawberry Mountain and the Blueberry Muffin made up for the rest being complete garbage. They 2 flavors that are going to be legends and then a whole bunch of garbage. Okay, that's better than no legends. But this one, as I lost, this one just was very disappointed. It's kind of like you took a mango and a raspberry in a jar or whatever and spun it so much that they separated. We're talking about Flavor Art Mango Raspberry, and it's just so separated that it doesn't have any coordination. It just feels like a beta. Once again, it doesn't have any kind of like direction that leads towards being a blend. It's just mango and raspberry, and the mango that you get is not too good. It's a very dry mango, almost powdered, and then the raspberry that you get is floral. So I think it's I think this is a pass. I gave it a 2 out of 10. Now, what I think you could use this as is a binder or something to kind of bridge something, but I definitely think it's an additive range. I don't think you can get much base out of this. I don't think you can get much depth out of it. Just top notes and kind of round out the edges of your recipe. Yeah, Fiddy, I'm going back and forth because I just tested. I like to test the, you know, flavors beside each other. Meaning the candies with the candies, the fruits with the fruits, the desserts with the desserts. I like that. I've noticed if my palate does candied, bakery, authentic, my palate tends to go mute quicker or numb, and this kind of helps it me, you know, test them and then get the best out of my palate. You just need to listen more, buddy. All right, so the next one that we are doing is SsA Cherry Marciano, whatever. Is that okay? We're doing SsA Cherry. This one is disappointing, heads up. I'm sadly not getting much at 2 or 3%. It's just kind of a light cherry juice with faded body. It's not much of a base here. It's also lacking the flavor that SsA cherries typically have. I don't think this was revolutionary, and I think that their other cherries are better in flavor, base, notes, etc. And I gave it a 2 out of 10. Maraschino. Is that better? Maraschino. I think I said that. All right. This one wasn't good. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head that does have one is VSO. VSO's is really good. I don't remember the raw, but I remember the OG being pretty good in mixes at 3 to 5, and it tasting the most like an actual, let me, under the glass, thank you, a maraschino cherry. So, I mean, if you're really searching for that like syrupy cherry juice, then I would say the only one I can think of is VSO. If you want better cherries, I would just go with other SSAs, because I think they're better. But yeah, I didn't get much out of this. That it just was lacking the body, and the you know, I that might be good for some because a lot of cherries are kind of no fucks given and just right in your face. But no, I didn't enjoy it that much. So I gave it a 2 out of 10. Another one that we're gonna do is Flavor Art Killa Vanilla, and parentheses it says bourbon and Tahiti. I said nice. This has some graham cereal kind of notes vibes in there, with the vanilla forward by almost frothy kind of vanilla. The overall body and flavor coverage is amazing. You get top to bottom notes, really enjoyable. Seems to be an additive though, as the flavor isn't killer whatsoever. Just seems to be a failed holy vanilla. The vanilla seems perfect for frosting, frosted flakes, frosting on a cake, etc. It seems meant for that kind of vanilla-based bakery. It's good. I think this brings nothing to the table that so many companies have done before, and I don't think it's worth the money to invest in. 4 out of 10. I also didn't get any bourbon, Tahiti kind of vibes. It was a little bit too bright to be that kind of like Tahiti darkness that you usually get. But yeah, the flavor arts that I've done so far have been Blue Raz Fruit Punch, which I gave a 6 out of 10, Killer Vanilla Bourbon Tahiti, and Mango Raspberry and Strawberry Frap so far. I still have Pineapple Coconut, Mango Indian Double, and Grape Juicy. Oh, I gotta do Grape Juicy. Forgot about that one. All right, where were we? Killer Vanilla. Yeah, this one it's not bad. It's good. But I don't think it brings anything new to the table. I don't think the name Killer Vanilla is good either. I don't think it's killer whatsoever. I don't think it's... This one is definitely a very nice person. It's not killed anyone. But yeah, just imagine kind of Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Holy Vanilla. That's what you're getting. You're essentially getting, like, it feels like a cheaper version or a healthier version with less sugar. I don't think it's good. I think if you wanted something like this, I would just go and either make it from your own, or I would go with Holy Vanilla, which I think you can still get at Noms if I'm correct. At least V2 or whatever, not the V1 or V8, whatever. But yeah, there's no off notes, just like, bro, we've done it before. This is boring. Like, what the hell? Yeah, Dollar Tree Holy Vanilla. That's what killer vanilla is. Cocoa milk, not good either. So cocoa milk or chocolate milk, whatever you want to call it, by SsA, super duper, huh? SsA cocoa milk. Yeah, this is ruined by a farty beginning with a hint of dry cardboard and then followed by some Ovaltine dust. Not bad if you can get by that fart. You could use this as an additive versus a base. It definitely has a dark chocolate vibe, which is odd, and the room note smells like dust. Overall, it gives you an artificial taste with every chocolate person's nightmare of typical off notes. I wouldn't recommend this and gave it a 2 out of 10. Yeah, this one just was a little bit too farty. I didn't like it because of that, and it also was a dark chocolate, which was very, very weird. I gave the strawberry frap a 4 out of 10. Just it wasn't bad, it just was missing all the things you would want from a strawberry frap. But yeah, the cocoa milk was just riddled with off notes, and I really didn't like the farty beginning with the kind of dusty cardboard in there. And as I said, it's dark chocolate versus like the milky chocolate that you get in Ovaltine, so it's just kind of just weird. All right, so the worst one of the night is Flavor Art Grape Juicy, and I just gotta smell this thing. Oh yeah. So this is a rewick. Throw out your coils, boil the addy type stuff, man. So it's great, but the grape has gone bad. It's like in between a raisin and a regular grape, the point where you shouldn't eat it. It's got this BO kind of, it's literally like you're smelling the armpit of grape. Like you just shoved your nose right into an armpit of a grape, and that grape didn't shower for months. I'm talking about months, man. This is BO buildup. This isn't just a normal, hey, I didn't get a chance to shower last night or this morning, so I'm a little reeky. No, this is not like, okay, you got it, you worked hard today. This person hasn't done crap but be a bum for 6 months and built up all that body odor. And they must have just been eating grapes. Just grapes. And then you vaped it. And it's terrible. It's awful. The weird funky odor that it has is just weird. It's like beyond floral. I mean, if you ever had a kid and they don't shower and they just smell like dirt and toys and regret, that's what it is. Yeah, I hated that one. That one was the worst one in a while. Like I took a hit, and you know how you take a hit and it gave me a seizure. Like, you know what I mean? Like I did that. Like it tensed up. Terrible. Would not recommend Flavor Art Grape Juicy. I couldn't even get through the notes because it was terrible. I thought I stink. I thought I somehow vaped my armpit, and I was like, bro, do I smell? But no, I don't smell that bad apparently. That one's by far the worst of the night. Flavor Art Grape Juicy. Juicy ass. It should be called Grape Juicy Ass because that's what it tastes like. And I think we got one more, which I think is my number one of the night. Oh no, we have two more. So the Mango Indian, I tested it. I'm gonna be honest, I did it at 2 to 3%. I think it might be weaker than the OG. I don't see anything that makes it double whatsoever. I've done in their OG mango 2 to 4% in a mix. It does well, and it definitely shows up in a mix. So I'm curious to see how it does in mixes. But double, there's no double whatsoever. The same percent, I think you get less flavor. I think for 2% of the OG, this is like 1.5. And then I think if you do 3%, I think it's like 2.5. Like, I always think it's lower than the OG. I don't think the flavor is as vibrant, as powerful, as bassy as the regular. Yeah, I don't see why you would call this DC besides as a money grab, which I guess Flavor Art's done a lot before. I mean, look at their last couple of releases. But yeah, I don't see anything different. I think it's a little bit worse than the OG. It doesn't have as much vibrance and sweetness to it, and the body is a little bit not as deep. Yeah. I thought they were all... Apparently the double concentrates are supposed to just be double concentrated, and they're supposed to just be more compact flavor using less percentages, aka they're trying to get you to spend money. That's it. That's all it is. I would just go with the OG. I like the OG better. It's also it's just sweeter, and the mango's better in it. I mean, it's kind of like getting a Cap V1 versus a V2. There's minuscule differences, but with this one, I think it's better to go with the OG. I don't know. I gotta try it in the mix, because that's the true test. If it's dominant in the mix at 2, cool. All right. Yeah, I only got one because it's like, well, why am I gonna get mango FA is one of my favorite mangoes, period. I think it's 2 or 3. Wonder Flavors, Favora, it's in the top 3, top 4. And why I didn't want to, all right guys, let me test new flavors. All right, well, we got the same old flavors, double concentrate. I just thought that would be useless. But yeah, I think that's straight up. Maybe in the mixing, like, all right, you're making candles and shit. Yeah, then maybe it's double concentrated, but this is not. I think it's just a cash grab. Grab it. I think that's what Flavor Art's doing. I think they do that a lot, though. If you looked at their last release, they were like 2 out of 12. And if you look at this release one, they're out of the 2 or the 7 I got, I only liked 2. One I really liked, and another one's okay. So the number 1 flavor of the night is Flavor Art Pineapple Coconut. I didn't think I would like this one. This is delightful. You first get a top note and base of pineapple. It's kind of dry though, but overall sweet pineapple. And then the bottom notes and linger and palate notes are coconut, not a waxy coconut or lotion coconut or whatever they say, sunscreen, but more shavings or almost a coconut cream. What's cool about this is it doesn't scream, oh, I'm a pina colada. I can see this being used in pineapple upside down cake as well as many bakery uses. It's not too sweet but lacks in the juicy department, which halts it from a perfect score. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I think if it was juicier, and the pineapple wasn't as dry, I think this would be basically a perfect flavor. The pineapple that I get is kind of sugarloaf, very similar to sugarloaf. And then the coconut, I really can't compare it. It's like a coconut cream with shavings on top. I highly recommend this one. To me, it seems like Flavor Art releases flavors and maybe 1 or 2 are meant for our crew, meaning the vapors, because their last 2 releases, they had the blueberry muffin and strawberry mountain, which were amazing, and then this release they had the blue raz, which was okay, and then the pineapple coconut is, I'm going to use it right away and probably order a bigger bottle of it. Like, the only thing that worries me is the juicy department, similar to VTA's sugarloaf. It's a little bit dry. that can be easily fixed with a secondary pineapple. But the problem is, if I were to want anything out of this, I would want more top notes of coconut. You don't get top notes of coconut. You immediately on your palate get a pineapple, and then as you exhale, you get the coconut. And then the lingering, like I would try it on the RDA, and then I would have a completely different recipe in my extros, and the flavor I was getting of the palate, the lingering notes of pineapple coconut, was so good. But yeah, those are all the flavors that I've gone over. Guess I'm getting a little hot in here. I guess I'll go over the scores again. So my number one, whoops, I deleted it. My number one SsA was papaya. Yeah, for sure papaya. A good secondary would be like kiwi. But besides that, from the ones that I tested, not really worth it. And then FA was the blue raz and the pineapple coconut. Not too many flavors I would recommend you purchasing, honestly. Yeah, kind of disappointing. I was expecting a lot more from SsA, and instead I got a whole bunch of mid. Yeah. Also, shout out to Dave, NJ. I used staggered fuse claps 25G. Was that 55 times 2, 38G? I can't read all this. But I used his coils for all the testing. Yeah, I had cotton. There was no excuses on why these flavors shouldn't have been better. They were just, I mean, you feel bad because it's like a kid. And this kid is trying, but they're shit. But they're trying, you know what I mean? So you want to be like, good job, Flavor Art, good job, SsA. But then you're like, motherfucker, all those flavors you created, and you don't feel as bad about it. And you're like, no, you need to do better, because we expect better. SsA is clutch. SsA is what Flavor Art used to be. And then Flavor Art just, I don't know what they did. They fell off. That's what they did. But SsA, I expect a lot better out of them. I think they're kind of releasing too much and just starting to release shit. I think they need to dial it back and kind of make better testing before they release these flavors, because they got a good hit rate overall. But I think this one was just kind of lacking typical SsA, where they're in the 8 to 9 out of 10 range, and these were more just kind of lower end, mid at best. But yeah, that's it. I would highly recommend the pineapple coconut. I think I can't wait. I'm still finishing off some recipes that we talked about a while back. The apple banana one, it's actually pretty good. Turned out okay after a steep. But I'm definitely doing like a pina colada creamy type thing, and then making it weird as soon as I can, next time I need to. They make cherries because I bet you they heard that they do it well, and so they're like, well, we do it well, let's do it. But the problem is their first 98 was just such a good uppercut to the community that they just needed to follow it up with a couple of jabs. But they keep trying to go with these knockout blows, and they just fucking whiff. At least SsA is not that expensive, in comparison. But Flavor Art's just straight trash. I don't know what y'all be talking about. Oh, they're so good. Their old flavors are good, but they have like a 20% hit rate. They don't hit like they used to, and people need to understand that. And their prices are going up. I think the only flavors you need to get from Flavor Art that have been released in the last like couple years are Strawberry Mountain, Blueberry Muffin, Pineapple Coconut, and that's it. And then whatever Linda and Sam and all of them said for the desserts ones that I can't remember. But like, nah, like I'm starting to get frustrated with them. They're pretty much on MB territory before they shut down. Like Mullenberry was just overpriced garbage, and it's like, well, I don't want to deep dive this garbage and then have to pay a shitty company $60 for flavors that are just going to be at best mid. And Flavor Art's just getting on my nerves. Like, why am I gonna pay $4 for a 10 milliliter of juicy BO? Why am I gonna pay for that? Also, I don't know how you make this. The room note smells like BO. So what are you doing? You doing sanitizer with that? Your hand's gonna smell like BO. You doing candles? Your house gonna smell like BO. Like, what are they gonna do with that flavor? I would love to see anyone make something out of it. It's booty. Flavor Art's blueberry muffin I'm a Flavora blueberry muffin fan, and I think the blueberry is more versatile because I use it in regular blueberries and non-bakery blueberries and just blue flavored stuff, and it works. But Flavor Art blueberry muffin is pretty legit. I mean, you're getting a lot more of a completed blueberry muffin, not just the blueberries. You're getting the bakery notes in there as well. Yeah, noms don't even count. Noms, out of the 101 they released, I swear to you, at least 80 of them minimum was good. They did really good, and you could tell that they filtered out a lot of the BS. They made sure everything was good. But Flavor Art just feels like, oh, we don't have that, let's do that. All right, that's good enough. Next. They're not testing these at all. I mean, I'm talking a lot of trash, but it's not like any of them watch our shows anyways. If they did, they would have made changes within the last couple of years, but you can't judge it off of a single flavor. But I don't think there's anything, out of the flavors that I got, I don't think there's anything. I think the strawberry frap, you could easily, it would mix well. I think the pineapple coconut, of course. The mango raspberry, I mean, it's additive at best. Killer vanilla, it's additive at best in Dollar General. Grape juicy pass. Blue raz, I think it would be good in a mix. So I think they're going to be good in mixes. Do I think any of these flavors besides pineapple coconut are going to be future legends, influential, life-changing? No. I don't think there's anything besides the pineapple coconut that's new, refreshing, and that would bring something to the table. I know we will see a lot of strawberry fraps because the base just seems to be capable of going in many directions. However, I don't know, because it's like $5 to get it, That's my biggest issue is, these are hard to source for a lot of people, I don't like saying Strawberry Mountain is one of my favorite strawberries when it's like $5, I know that's not the easiest for everyone to source. And I'm kind of frustrated that the Italian and the US don't work together. Whatever they have over there should be sold in the US. Why do I have to go to Noms to get something that should be at BCF? I don't know. They get on my nerves, when I spend my hard-earned money and you make shitty flavors. I don't know. Now, of course, when I mix with these, if that changes, I'll make notes, but I don't think so. I think some of them, like the frap, like I said, I think I'm going to make good mixes out of it, but I think it's going to be a 6 out of 10 when I make those mixes. I don't think it's going to be as cool as making my own strawberries and cream. I don't know. What I want this show when we do new flavors is, since I have no companies over me, shout out to BCF and Noms, though. I love y'all. I don't have any companies over me. I don't have anything, so I can kind of be a little bit more upset and brutal, but my main thing is to make sure you don't waste your money. And besides the pineapple coconut, I don't think you should waste your money. Some of the legendary flavors, they taste good in single flavor and mixes, and I think that's what it should be. I don't think it should be that drastic of a change. You should kind of get a gist of whether or not it's going to be good or not. But Noms is great. Noted 15. Go use that code. I love BCF. I just really wish BCF could have what Noms has and vice versa. Give it a little bit more even out. But I love both of them. I love Favora and Wonder Flavors and all that, you know. But I don't know. I just don't want y'all to get flavors that are overpriced and garbage, you know? Now, yeah, that's the problem. Is these companies keep making the same damn flavors. Make new stuff. Make unique stuff. Make weird stuff. Stop making the same strawberries. Stop making the same everything. They make all the same stuff. They need to do, you know, like they're like, all right, let's do a kiwi. No, do a golden kiwi. Do a honey kiwi. Do something that no one has done. That's why I love Wonder Flavors and Favor. You know, they want us to, hey, can you make this? Hey, can you make this? Like, Frank wants to Google what a flavor or what a fruit is and then try to make it, you know, because other companies haven't done that, you know, and that's what we need. No, the cost has nothing to do with whether or not it's a good flavor. Uh, I'm talking about cost in general. Saying you shouldn't waste your money for the flavor. Not saying the flavor, well, they are, some of them are expensive. But, you know, I order Favora. Biddy orders medicine flower. Those are expensive. They have good flavors. What I'm saying is it's not worth the dive or worth you wasting your money to get it. At least, you know, I don't think you have to like deep dive the line. You know, out of the 15, we have I would say 4 flavors out of the 15 that are good. So I think, you know, that's, how much did I spend? Like 50, something like that, without the coupon. And I'm just saying, I'd rather you save your money, but if you want to risk it, go ahead. If you got the money, go ahead. But I think you're going to be batting, you know, 2 for whatever, 3 for whatever. Yeah. I was expecting a lot more out of this, but at the same time, I didn't want to be too nice. But the good thing about this is there's only one that's terrible, that has off notes, you know, so they can be workable. So, and also don't use me as your only decision maker. The way I always did it is I watched Noted, and then I would go to ELR and ATF and check the notes. I would go to Reddit and check the notes, and I'd check every single opinion off of it. And if there was some little, like, oh, this one works really well with pineapples, and I was like, boom, well, that's what I wanted. Or this one is really dry. That's not what I want. You know, there's little niches. So I highly recommend that. This is just my opinion, and I would say don't waste money on these. I don't think the money that you waste on these is gonna give you the recipes that you want. But who knows? I know we have releases coming from a couple of companies, and I think they're gonna be a lot more exceptional. But I'm telling you, that pineapple coconut is good. And I really want to take that pineapple coconut and do some weird pina colada with it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do some smelling to see how I can kind of warp it and what I can warp it closest to, like what flavor, what compounds or what I do a lot of times. I don't know if y'all do this, but I smell the concentrates and I smell some within it, and I don't know what's within it, like a flavor compound or something like that. And then I'll look for that similar note in other flavors, and then I'll go, all right, well, I want to add a blueberry, and I'll go through all my blueberries until that flavor just off the nose matches, and then I put them together. Sometimes I do that. It's fun. I don't know where I was going with this. I got distracted. I don't know, but I do that a lot, and I feel like you know, I would say do with the pineapple coconut. I feel like I could go so many directions, but I gotta figure out where to go. And I definitely, you know, everyone's gonna do a pina colada, and pineapple upside down cake. All right, I got that. So I can't do that. I could do maybe a pineapple upside down muffin, or make just completely take some. I like to take stuff and make it weird. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the pineapple coconut, but that flavor is worth every single penny, and I want 120 of it when I have enough money, because that's gonna be expensive. I'm very curious to see how much. Or even if they have stock of it. If we go over noms, let me go check to see if it's even in stock. Because I do know after everyone grabs them, like, they tend to go out at, like, the Strawberry Mountain. Man, I couldn't get any for the longest. Alright, so that doesn't look like okay. So some of the ones I didn't get the lemon meringue. I don't like lemon, so like why even do that? The fresh bread, I should have gotten that. I'll be honest. I've heard a lot of good things about that one. The caramelized tobacco, it was out of stock at the time I ordered. Natural meringue, money. Compote strawberry, money. Strawberry mint. I swear I ordered strawberry mint. I guess I didn't. Now I'm kind of sad. And honey, I didn't order honeydew? Okay, I didn't order a lot. I'm gonna have to get that honeydew. Why didn't I order honeydew and strawberry mint? I think there was some stock in things. Because why wouldn't I want honeydew? Are these old? Are they old? Am I having a... Yeah, they're old. I think they're old. Oh yeah, I'm having a brain fart. It's flavor art. What am I talking about? Flavor art. There we go. Got them mixed up. I didn't get the tartatin. I didn't get a lot that I thought I ordered. And so now I'm kind of bummed. Like, I ordered the ice pus. I guess that they were out of stock, or I just, money. They only had, see this, why does Noms only give me the option to order 10 milliliters of pineapple coconut? You mean I gotta click this button 10 times to get a 100 milliliter? I gotta do all that? What SSAs? I have those. I know. I was like, what? I was like, what? I had a stroke live, don't worry. And then I realized, oh, I'm not at flavor art. I have fresh bread. I don't, it's over there. I was thinking some reason fresh bread flavor art, and then realized I wasn't. That's why I was like, why didn't I get flavor art honeydew? But I was looking at SsA, probably saying SsA, and thinking completely different. Suggested for the best coffee cap espresso. You already have it. VSO Espresso is one of, if not the best. There is another one. It's not espresso. I highly recommend Brazilian coffee from Wonder Flavors if you want black coffee. And then kind of add from that. Cappuccino, I can't think off my head. I'm a black coffee drinker, so I never deep dive in cappuccinos, but off my research, if I remember correctly, SC had the best one, I think. And then Perilium has a lot of good coffee. If you like sweet coffee, like, don't expect to get like some black stuff with it, but they're like caramel coffee with sweet milk, they're condensed milk, all that stuff's good. Yeah, I would say VSO. I gotta figure out what are the other espressos out there. What was that? Don't get FA. That is one of the worst flavors ever. Yeah, the best espresso, if you're just going for pure espresso, there's not many out there. You got TPA, never tried it. Cap, never tried it. FA, I've tried it. Inawera, I don't think I've tried it. But yeah, espresso, the OG, and the raw are probably the best. Espresso, just pure espresso. Now, if you wanted coffee, I would definitely go with Brazilian and was it Arabic? Oh, it's Wonder Flavors. No. Who makes that? Oh, is it? I think it's VTA makes the Arabic. Right? Yeah, VTA. Their Arabica is very good. Their coffee liquor is very good. Their coffee milk froth is good. I haven't tried their iced coffee. I wonder how that is. And I haven't tried their coffee base. But their milk froth, their coffee liquor, and their Arabica are really good. And then Brazilian coffee. Those are the ones I would recommend, but I don't. Wonder Flavors, I mean, VSO Espresso is going to be the closest to an actual espresso. I would say it's a little bit lighter than a normal espresso in real life, but if you're talking about a mixing, it's pretty authentic. The VSO, the OG, you can push it, but the raw, I would say the raw is like in the less than 1% range. I like both. You have to use the OG at 3 and then the raw below 1, and you get a full body dark, espresso, pretty good. The Brazilian is 2% or below. I would highly recommend starting below 1 and then working your way up, because sometimes with Brazilian coffee, and by sometimes I mean a lot of the times, it's coffee obviously, but it's a little bit of a bully. I know, a coffee being a bully, like what? That's outrageous, right? But yeah, it's yeah. I when I first started DIY, I deep dive coffees like a fucking madman, because there's this company called Brewed, and they had Rome, Seattle, and somewhere in Brazil. What was it? Was it Rio? I think it was Rio. Was it Rio? And they were coffee ones. I can't remember exactly which one was which. Rome. They were all my favorites, but my first e-liquid ever was Rio, which was a hazelnut something cappuccino, and then Seattle was like caramel vanilla cappuccino, and then Rome was like a vanilla blonde whatever latte. They were by far the best coffee vapes. And so like when I started DIY, I was like, well, I need to do that. And then I realized, holy crap, how did they do this? And yeah, whoever their recipe peoples was, I'm pretty sure they have flavors that don't exist anymore. But man, oh man. So when I first got into the game, I deep dived and probably got like 20 to 30 coffees like a lunatic, thinking that they're going to be good. They're going to be good. Why would they be bad? They're coffee flavors. How could coffee flavors taste like piss? And I was wrong. Yeah, so I started off with that hard reality. One of my first flavors ever was the FA bean, or whatever you call that one. And that one is just, I don't find it to be awful, maybe because, I'm buyer's remorse. I don't think it's terrible. I just think it's almost impossible to mix with. It's just not friendly. It doesn't even like cream. I don't get terrible off notes. I love black coffee with some sugar, or even just black coffee. So like, I like it. But it's definitely just like a straight up lunatic. It's literally like a bull in a china shop, but this bull's on crack and a bunch of coffee and Monster, and it's just like it's rambunctious. I love coffee. Anyone else got any questions? I might try to get some more of these flavors, but I don't know, man. If I pick the flavors that I was intrigued by and all that, and they're not good, I'm kind of hesitant to try the rest of them. That, you know. Wait, they have Flavor West Pumpkin Spice is new at BCF. That's what it says, that they just got pumpkin spice flavor. I swear to you that I got pumpkin spice Flavor West from... No, I got that from Jungle Flavors, I think, if I'm remembering the bottle in my head. Well, that's nice, because I love pumpkin spice Flavor West. It's around that time, y'all. It's time to get the Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween recipes. It's time to get them out, and it's time to start steeping them. Now, I know you don't want to hear this because it's September, but if you want good shit in October and November, you got to start mixing them now. Just a reminder. You know, if you want that pumpkin spice custard and it needs a month steep, it's going to be really good in 2 months, so you should probably do it right now, my friend. I know I always forget until the last moment, and I'm like, it's December 20th. Well, I need to make some Christmas stuff. I do need to. And this time, I'm going to remember. But I'm not, I don't really do anything. What are y'all going to mix for like Halloween? I mean, I love pumpkin. It's hard to make pumpkin stuff, though. I make killer pumpkin spice colors custards, Linda, okay? I should make something for you. I'm just going to add a bunch of vanilla on top and you'll like it. It's better, so like, no one knows this. Fairy's Finest is not that good, but Fairy's Finest pumpkin is the best pumpkin, or my favorite pumpkin. And I need to get more of that, and I don't even know who has it. I don't think Noms has it. I should have ordered that when I ordered from Noms. But I need to get more of that because it is definitely the closest to Guts. And it is so fun to mix with. And they don't have it. I don't know where I got it. Pumpkin Fairy's Finest flavor. Yeah. I don't know where I found that pumpkin. It does not exist. Ooh, I can get rosemary chicken blend? I found Fairy's Finest. I don't know if this is the same Fairy's Finest, but that sounds good. They have they have a lavender flowers with spearmint for food? Fajita seasoning, salt-free. What? Where did I end up on Amazon? Alright, well, that's not the Fairies. I think it's at DIY Vapor Supply is the only place where I can get the pumpkin. Let's go check. Yeah, that's the only place you can get it now. So I'm gonna have to order because, in my opinion, Fairy's Finest pumpkin is the best pumpkin, and it's so random, it's so rare, but I love it. And every time I make a mix without it, I'm disappointed. I just feel like it's the best pumpkin you can get if you're looking for pumpkin guts. You know, everyone says VSO, but VSO is a little bit too yammy, a little bit too dark. Whereas Fairy's Finest is bright, like a normal Guts. Like, when you have Guts, like, you know, they're pretty bright. I mean, if you get it from the can, VSO is from the can. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you ever ate it from the can, I know that sounds weird, but it's like unsweetened and all that, all natural. But if you get Fairy's Finest, it has sweetener, it's brighter, it's like just eating the middle of, yeah. I'm definitely ordering it before I forget. And it's not too bad, honestly, price-wise. Now, I haven't tried real flavors pumpkin, but I've heard good things about it. Now, there is Flavor Revolution pumpkin pie, which I doubt people can get now. That one wasn't that bad. A little light, no pie on it. This show has turned into the weirdest most random noted ever, but that one's not that bad. You can't get that one anywhere. I'm pretty sure. Nowhere. And Health Cabin, everyone said, you know, they loved it. I got some off note in it that I didn't like. Pumpkin candy is just, oh, Nature's Flavor, organic pumpkin and organic pumpkin pie. All right, folks, time to do research and figure out if I'm going to order this flavor. So I might as well, I guess I could show y'all what I do when I do this. Let's see. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let me see. Do you follow me along? Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, you follow me along. All right, cool. All right, so first you go to flavor list, delete this, and then search nature flavor pumpkin. Then, oh, that's not a good sign, but first I go look. So if it's the ratings, okay, so Session and Dave gave it new super strong mixing. What percentage he did? 0.35. Super strong, and I started this at a point. Smelling and mixing, it looks like interesting. It is not. Any pumpkin tried. The pumpkin was actually very good, and the pie was seen and lost in mix. Almost sweetness on the low. No, right. Okay. Oh, okay. He still hasn't swayed me whatsoever to get it. So no notes. Blah blah blah. Okay. So nothing there. So now let's search it. Nature's flavors pumpkin. All right. So we go to our website. They have reviews there, and the reviews don't look too good. Where's the reviews? 2 reviews. Reviews. I bought this a couple years ago. I use it fall for my lattes and coffee. I find 2 drops give me nice pumpkin flavors. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for the review. Chemical flavor. Bitter chemical taste. Can taste. Blah, blah, blah. To get a pumpkin over extract. Okay, so these are definitely super potent. All right. Well, that doesn't show me anything. There's not much information on them, which is always nice. So, I like Nature's flavors, so I'll give them a whirl. I think they'll be good. I just think they're with Nature's flavors, like their single flavor, like to bring back what Fiddy said, their single flavors always suck. They're not, you know, they're not the most enjoyable, but then in mixes, they're quite fantastic. Ginger, off the top of my head, is such a great additive that you can't second. I think Nature's flavors, at least within my palate, has earned enough respect where it's like, all right, I double check. Because I feel like they can make a good, they made a good pancake. I'm very curious to see how that organic pumpkin pie is, though. Yeah, but that's that for those. Those are the ones I need. $15, not that bad. And I do believe they have a coupon in the kitchen. What was it? What was the coupon code? Or is it DIY die? They do have a coupon code. Can't remember it. Y'all remember the coupon code for DIY vapor supply? Can't remember it. It's been so long since I ordered from them. Yeah, I need real flavors. Do they have real flavors here? I don't think they have real flavors. Yes, they do. But they don't have real flavors. Let's go by best selling. Shortbread cookie honeydew? Their honeydew is in the top. Their coffee's in the top. I don't know, chat. Y'all tell me. Is there any good flavors here? You know, I'll tell you what I would be interested in. The sweet cream, the coffee, the honeydew, lychee if it was actually good, grapefruit, mountain juice. I mean, why not? Hazelnut, pear, taffy, sweet potato. Ooh, I would love that. Oh, and that's it. Marshmallow yogurts. I'm seriously most curious about that sweet potato. That would be something that you could use in a pumpkin to, you know, kind of give it, you know, for a yam. Yeah, but that's all they got. Not too much. I just want to find honeydew chew. See, honeydew chew. Back in the day, honeydew chew was my favorite e-liquid. When it was like this bottle, the green one. And then when they formulated and eventually changed these bottles and different kinds of bottles is when it went downhill for me. I think the recipe changed, and I think the honeydew that they used was no longer being sold. I feel like the recipe completely changed because back in the day when it had these little annoying twist tops that you could spin, it was the closest you could get to a real honeydew, like just pure honeydew. Kind of reminded me of those honeydew bobos without the bobo. But then when they switched to here, it kind of lost all density and all that. And yeah, kind of sucked. But I've been searching for a honeydew ever since, like that. But unfortunately, I don't know. It could be also maybe the recipe didn't change. Maybe my palate just got, you know, because I don't know if y'all have experienced this. I've only experienced it with commercial, but after using a certain e-liquid, not only, like I never only used them, but like I would use Twist every couple months. I'd be like, all right, let me get honeydew chew, or I would always have honeydew on deck and do a tank or whatever, you know, bring it around for the day in the squonk. And I think eventually my palate just got numb to it. Twist e-liquids, honestly, I think they were probably the most consistent you could get, you know? They were just so amazing. Definitely so I'm trying to remember, so the first two liquids I ever got was the Rio by Brood, which was the hazelnut whatever, and Cinnaru, which was the by Cloud Thieves, which was the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then I think my third or fourth e-liquid was Twist Honeydew Chew. And when I found Honeydew Chew, I was just like, ooh, you know, it was like one of those. Twist had a lot of good e-liquid. Let me look up images. I keep clicking that. Stop. Put you over here. There we go. So here we go. Boom. So Twist was very well known for their lemonades. They made lemonades very well. Like they had a pink lemonade, a peach lemonade, raspberry lemonade. They had a lot of lemonades. And they were good. Watermelon Madness, Honeydew Chew. They had a tropical one. They made a lot of good. Apple Twist wasn't that good. Fruit Twist was good. They made a lot of good e-liquid. They also were the 360. Their distro is Daddy's Vapor. They make a lot of good e-liquids. Daddy's Vapor. I don't know if they still have Twist. I don't even know if they're still around. Yeah, so here you can see they have Cloud Nerds, Mints. I don't know if you've ever heard that. Sad Boy. Mints is like the best mint, spearmint, wintergreen flavors you can get by far by a company. Marketplace, I met like the owner before they were big, and he was traveling trying to sell this juice. I think it was the owner or CEO, someone big in it. And they have, let's see, so they have Twist, Cloud Nerds, Sad Boy, Mints, Marketplace, Mega E-Liquids, and Verdict. That's new. Pancake Man, French Dude. Those are the only ones I know. And Lost Art. Oh, I love salts. They used to have more. They used to have Naked and stuff like that. But yeah, they're Twist was legendary when they definitely helped me get off the stinkies. So can't go wrong with that. And then they eventually helped me get here. Ohm City. Check out Ohm City for what? What I need? I want to get that X-Rose 4. That's the only thing I've seen lately, and I didn't see any RDAs I wanted. Oh, they have a 50% blowout sale. Probably all disposables. Yeah, all disposables. It's always disposables. And you know, good for y'all, but it is what it is. I used them for a bit too, because the website I was just at was Daddy's Vapor, which is the distro for Twist and all those liquids I talked. But is Ohm City a distro? See, Daddy's Vapor is a distro. So they distro world nationally. I don't know about worldwide, but for those companies that we just saw. What are y'all talking about? Got multiple chats going on. Yeah, I'm getting close to 3,000. I don't want 3,000 flavors, man. Eventually, I think I'll do, I don't know if I can say it, but the G word. I think eventually I'll do that. And, you know, just get rid of what I don't need. Kind of upset Knobs doesn't have Fairy Finest. I don't want to... I want to order from there. Like, Fairy's Finest doesn't have a direct website? Why is that not coming out? They don't have a website? Are they closed? They haven't posted anything since 2013. Bro, what do you even do? That can't be accurate. Let's see if they posted. Yeah, they posted nothing. Nothing since 2013. Their website doesn't work. That's always great. So then where's this flavor coming from? Where's this flavor coming from? Like, what the fuck? And is the Amazon actually Fairy's Finest? Let me go to their thing. Let's see. I don't think this is Fairy's Finest. It is. So they switched over to just food, I guess? I don't know. But man, oh man, I guess you can only get it at DIY Vapor Supply. Has anyone ordered from DIY Vapor Supply recently? And definitely it's old. Definitely it's old. But it's Pumpkin Fairy Finest. I can't find their website or any information about pumpkin. You just try Fairy's Finest. They have a Yelp. Fairy's Finest Rosemary Chicken Brand. They must be distro only. That kind of sucks. But it is what it is. So how much would it cost? First class update. So it costs $18.65 to get 60 milliliters of Pumpkin Fairy Finest and organic pumpkin pie. Yay. But I definitely need more Fairy's Finest. Because... And I'll take the bullet. I'll try organic pumpkin pie for y'all. But I think that would be... Because I need Fairy's Finest. Because I use it every cold season, you know? I'm first class. Thank you. Continue. Do I have my card saved on here? What the? Alright. Cool. Yeah, it's probably old. I'm assuming... I feel like a lot of DIY VS is old stuff now. Because they have such a vast variety of flavors. I don't know. How long have we been on? An hour and a half. Wow. Time goes fast. I'm excited to work with that pineapple coconut though. On a side note, in good news, my ankles are not as swole. So the swelling is going down. And what the antibiotics are working for my jaw. So that's good. A week ago I was hurting, y'all. I got back from my trip. I took a shower, right? And then I was washing my feet, and this is the scariest sensation ever. Like, cause you know, we're always, unless we're looking in the mirror, we're in our own tunnel. You know what I'm saying? And so like, it's kind of like you're watching yourself. Of course, it's like essentially you're watching TV, all right? But you're in reality. You're grounded. You know you're in the world, even though you're technically watching TV. You know, your eyes are the TV screens, whatever. And so I'm washing my feet, and it's just the most surreal feeling to be in that TV mode, and like, that's not my feet. That's not my foot. Like, whose feet are these? I'm looking at these fat fucking feet. And so I get out of the shower, and I'm like, my feet are swollen. And so it's just the weirdest thing to look at your feet and be feeling your feet and just be like, this doesn't feel like my foot. And since, you know, they're swollen, the sensations are kind of not there, so you're kind of numb. And so I can't feel myself touch it. So I'm like, whose feet am I walking in? You know, like what's happening? And it was just the weirdest thing, man. They don't know what the hell wrong with me. So if I never come back one day, the tacos got me. Low iron, which is the dumbest shit ever, because I literally just eat steak. Like, I don't like too much chicken or pork or anything. I just like beef. So I don't know. They're doing more tests to find out what's wrong with me. No. Only shrooms. They looked into that. Nope. It's not gout. They looked into everything. It's probably what I think. So in my heart, I feel like there's small fractures, but in both of them, but that's how it feels. Like it feels a little crunchy inside. Like I can feel the bones kind of out of place. No, not edema. My heart's they tested everything, so my heart's good, blood's good, kidney's good, thyroid's good, everything you can think of is good. But then I had low iron. I think what happened is I might have lightly fractured both of them or some crap. That's what it feels like. But probably logically, I just had too much sodium over the weekend and not enough water. Nope, I don't even have onset. Bro, when they said you don't have high cholesterol, you don't have onset diabetes or any chance of diabetes as of now, I'm like, bro, all I eat and drink is Dr. Pepper and eat burgers and tacos and Chipotle. I eat though. I am literally, if you ate what I ate and you're above weight, no offense, I love you, you'd be dead. Like there's days where I will have 10, 15,000 calories in 2 meals. You know, I do this weird thing. I fast. I don't eat until about 6 to 8 hours after I wake up. And then I have 2 big meals or 3 normal size meals. But they're not good meals. I don't eat much greens. I don't eat much fruit. It's just all steak, chicken. But yeah, apparently I'm healthy as an ox, but have 2 swollen ankles. I got these like compression socks. They suck. But it is what it is. I was going through a lot of pain on TMA on Wednesday. That was around the worst was like Tuesday and Wednesday, man. Because my ankles were like giant, man. But now they're fine. I thought it was diabetes too, because I eat so poorly. But it's all good. Oh yeah, what are we going to do next week? Totally forgot. Where were we? Yeah, let's do it. So today, I mean, this is all a little off since I skipped a week. To then September 9th, it says mixed and miscellaneous nuts. We've done so many nut episodes that's just not worth it. But oddball berries, I think that would be something good. So I think we're gonna do oddball berries. And from there, that should be a good show because I deep dive oddball berries at one point. I absolutely love weird berries and weird names, so that should be good. Yeah, we'll do that this week. I'm gonna keep an eye out on the new flavors and see what new flavors are out there. There hasn't been much, but we should have in the next few months a couple of companies release new flavors. I'm expecting, I can't say or won't say who I think, but I feel like there's going to be 3 brands that release. When, I don't know. I feel like we'll get one before the end of one or 2 before the end of the year, and I think early on in 2025 we'll get another. You know what I mean? Kind of, even though it's in January or February, it's still kind of close. Oddball berries. So we're talking about like the Yang Mays and the Huckles and the I'm gonna have to figure out all the ones because there's a lot of them. Maybe I'll reach out to Odie and see if he could give me a list. But there is plenty, and there are good ones too. There's bad ones, you know, but like Yang Mei and stuff like that. All the ones that I can't remember how to say. Wonder Flavors does a lot of them. They're good. Let's see. But yeah, that should be a fun episode. I do love, um, love, berries in general. So like unique berries that I'll never, or more than likely never have the opportunity to try in real life. Even such as like a huckleberry, which is not really common around here. I'll never pass up on the opportunity to try it, you know what I mean? Now, you know, it's weird because like you can find those weird stuff around here, but everyone is focused on money. So like these, you know, produce places, the apples are gonna sell. So why would they bring in, you know, guanabana? So makes sense, but yeah, I think I'll end it because my leg's starting to hurt, and I don't want to die. No, I don't want to faint or some shit. I'm hungry though. There is razzleberry, but the problem with razzleberry, is that's a candy. It's a good one. I'll bring it up. And isn't mulberry related somehow to root beer? And the only mulberry I can think of that I have is VSO. And I think I have another one. I think it's VTA or Wonder Flavors probably. Is that one? Yeah, I elevate my feet every day. I've been doing that. I'm thinking of a different one, not the mulberry. Tea tree, that's what I'm thinking of. Tea tree is the one that's in root beer. Look at this little dandy thing. My God told me to try it. He said it's two instead of one. I'm gonna talk in lingo, so you gotta follow. It's 2 instead of 1. Give it a try though. People love it. People love it. And it's alright. I don't think it's exceptional. I've been ripping it over and over again. I love that name, by the way, Sassafras. If I had a son, I'd name it that. Hey, don't you be quoting Super Troopers. Love that movie. I still need to watch the second one the whole way through, but I'm really afraid it's gonna hurt the first one, kind of like Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber was good, but Dumb and Dumber, that one that was not written by anyone, just kind of pissed me off. I just don't like how harsh it is, man. I do. I tried to. Luckily, yeah, I was having knee and ankle pain for about 2-3 weeks before the trip, but I didn't want to do anything because it's like, well, I ain't doing nothing until after the trip. I need to go on this trip. I want to go on this trip. I need to relax. And the trip was perfect. It was great. But like, I should have done stuff before. Maybe been able to prevent stuff. But I found out I don't have insurance because of my job. So I couldn't done anything anyways. So all the tests that I've been doing has been provided by my job, which they should have done because I signed a whole bunch of stuff for, you know, the benefits, and then turns out I didn't ever get any of those benefits. So I'd have to wait to get all this issues of whatever's wrong with me, mainly dental, at the end of the year instead of right now. So it's like, well, bro, my jaw hurts now. And why didn't y'all tell me I didn't have insurance? Why did no one follow me up? I signed a whole, what did I sign? So I don't even know what I did. But it is what it is. Now I want to watch Super Troopers. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to go watch Super Troopers. Because I own it on, I think, Fandango. I own it on something. I don't know where. If not, I'll buy it. And then I'm going to get Fairy's Finest. I want that 8-year-old stock. Because It's the only pumpkin that tastes like guts to me, and actually tastes like guts. Unsweetened, or lightly sweetened, but you know, you can always add to it. Hey, no mandingo in here, only mango. Darren, for strawberry ice, there's a lot. Now, is she looking for strawberry colada or strawberry menthol? There is a lot of good strawberry mints. You know, we were just talking about who was it? SsA strawberry mint is pretty good. Um, but it shouldn't be that hard. I'm trying to do DIY strawberry ice of Elf Bar because my wife likes them. Nope. So you just want the ice part, or do you need the strawberry part? I have a strawberry base that might be deep enough to be disposable. I mean, I use it uh the X-Rose, which essentially would be in the same wattage range. That one's strawberry mute base. You can find it anywhere if you want. I mean, it's I think 11% of strawberry. Oh, you can't get the strawberry. So they always use jammy strawberry. Here, let me share my screen. It's sweet and candied. Yeah, I got you. This should help. If you're strawberry mute like me, window capture, bam. What? You mean? Cancel. Delete. Having a brain fart. There we go. Recipes. It's Windows capture. There we go. So, hide private. Not that private matters. Just to make it easier to find. I think it's strawberry mute, right? Was it? No. Is it strawberry base? Am I so arrogant that I didn't even call it strawberry mute? No, strawberry blind base. And there's another one. There we go. So there's two versions. Let me see how this looks on the screen. Perfect. So this is the OG one. I got super excited because I could taste it. So the SsA out of the Elf Bar, the SsA, I'm gonna try and get it as close to, like, I've used the strawberry ice from Elf Bar, but it's been a while. I used to work at the shop, so I tried every single, way too many. But if I remember correctly, anyone that did strawberry ice, they all had a jammy strawberry. I'm just gonna assume it's SsA strawberry. If not, you could also substitute it for Cap SsA strawberry. Either one will work. I would use probably 3 to 4% of the other one if you were to replace it. And then Strawberry Mountain, 2.5 or 3, you're fine. Sweet Strawberry, 2, 2.5, 2, 3, you're fine. Ultimate Strawberry, you can push it all the way to 5. But with these percentages right here, this you just get a nice, juicy, jammy, candied strawberry. Like every kind of strawberry you can think of, just wrapped into one. So every now and then you get a jammy note. Every now and then you get a candy note. Every now and then you get a green note. Every now and then you get an authentic note. And it's amazing. Then if you wanted to use easier to get flavors, besides Ultimate, I mean, Ultimate, you could technically substitute this for like TPA Ripe at 4. Like, it don't matter, bro. You know, it don't. But green strawberry and SsA strawberry at 6 in total percentage, that's going to be really basey. I would say overall, if you're going to go for the Elf Bar, this recipe would be the closest. And then add ice on it. But don't be afraid to push these. All these can go up. SsA, I would be hesitant to go higher than 3. I push SsA strawberry very high. And this is, you know, I would be hesitant. Strawberry Mountain, I've seen people push it up to 4. I feel like it maxes out at 3. Sweet Strawberry, I've never pushed it above 3, but it seems endless. And then Ultimate, you can one-shot it at like 10%. Like it has no limits for how far it can go. It doesn't give you any off notes. It just gets more strawberry. But yeah, that if you don't have shisha, you can go either way. I like Inawera. I like them both. I think if you look at the value though, Capella's is better because Capella's is going to be $1 less per bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, but Capella's also weaker. I'm starting to get numb to Shisha Strawberry, so like I usually start off at 2.25, but I started off like 1 to 2. They all use Niatame, and I definitely think they use WS23 or whatever. I also think some use WS5 or yeah, or 3, whatever. Yeah, I would say pick up Cap, but don't get Inaware in the future. Inaware Shisha Strawberry is a legendary flavor. You can find a lot of recipes that use that even today. I'm always talking about money, man. Trying to save y'all money. A lot of those companies use flavor compounds, flavor companies, etc. that we can't get out here or that aren't sold to the public. But also a good spot to start is a lot of Malaysian flavors like Reka. Yeah, they're all here. I get you, Muth, I know. It's all about money, but I ain't got a Patreon. I need a Patreon, though. I'm broke all the damn time. The hell? Oh, yeah. So I finished... I can show y'all this. I finished my long testing of Grape AF. So I vaped the 150 for when did I make this? For about 3 weeks. And at the tail end, I didn't want it to end. No fading. I this was really good. It's just great. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But this ended up coming out really well. And then I might release the banana apple berry. This is what I've been I just started about a week ago trying it again because like I've been going crazy with that grape. But this is not that bad, but I'm not getting everything. It's just not balanced well, so I probably won't release it. It's just way too many. It's just been like, what am I getting? That's never good when you're like, what am I getting? I'm getting banana, apple, and blueberry, but I'm getting no strawberry, of course. And I'm getting a little bit too much cream and too much spice from the bananas. But this is something that I'm not gonna stay away from. I would like to be weird with it. Maybe use blueberry muffin we were talking about, Favora, just for the top notes, the kind of candy, sugarcoat this. And then I think I'm gonna take the banana puree out completely. I think I might take the custard out completely. I'm gonna take 1 out of 2 out of them. And then I'm gonna boost double apple up to 2. I might take green apple hard candy out. It just gets beat up. At 3.5, it's just like sweetener. And then these, you know, they're doing their part, but I don't taste them. So I don't know if that's because I'm mute. So we'll see if I release that. Probably not, but I've been enjoying it. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, people, you know, we always talk crap. That's how would I ask them to sponsor me? I'm afraid to do it too, because I like talking crap. Well, besides, I guess I am a little biased because I don't talk. No, I've talked crap about flavors that I like. It's not that good of a recipe. I enjoy it. I like it. Would I release it? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's not what I want. It's not what I think. I think there's too much in there to the point where it just dilutes too much. It's almost like I added smooth in there. And I've started to get, if you look at my recipes, I'm starting to get really picky with what I release, just because I haven't, enjoyed it. Like the last release was strawberry banana mango in, April. But then, I've been doing a lot of grape, as you can see. Like a lot of grape, trying to get this to work, and I did like strawberry kiwi. Like, what is this? No, I never did this one. That was theory mixing, like being really weird. Okay, you decided to stop working on me, buddy? You know what? I'm gonna make you work harder. Alright, fine. Thank you. Okay, stop. But yeah, like, there was a lot of stuff that I just didn't think was worth, a lot of times, like, did I do Titan Mint? Yeah, like a lot of times I'll like this. I like this a lot. It was good. Nothing wrong with it. I vaped 150 milliliters of it, so it was fine. I enjoyed it. But if I remember correctly, I was like 4% pineapple, and I don't taste any of it. I just get a strawberry grape mint. But I enjoyed this. But did I release it? No, because this flavor is useless. Because I don't taste it. I mean, I'm not the only one, but I'm not going to release some and be like, I don't get that in there. Why did I, So then I would have to do more than 4%. I just don't like using anywhere of pineapple that much. So I would have to bring in a secondary. And then I was like, I just wanted to kind of make it simple. I go through my little stages. But I don't know. I like ELR, just simple. Promoting my recipes, I don't really care about promoting them. It's more just having a calculator per se. But I think that'll do it. I'm hungry. Also tired, you know what I mean? But we will do oddball berries next week. And then on TMA, I can't remember. What is TMA this week? What's the flavor? What is the flavor? Banana. So make sure to tune in. Make sure to get your recipes in. Hashtag TMA. The Mixer's Almanac Wednesday, 8:30 is doing banana. Should be a super easy episode for everyone to do. So make sure you follow us on the Facebooks. Let me show you how to get there, and then I'll post the link. So you go to Facebook, right? And then I'm gonna watch this. I do this, and look at that, transform by Joy Coy. And then we're here. There you go. What? Oh yeah. And then yeah. So if you go here, you can check all the rules and all that stuff. But we're doing banana this week, so I still don't. Well, I never listened to Sam, so I really don't know the rules. But you got to do something with this and this and this and this and this. It looks like a super easy week, in my opinion. I mean, banana is one of the easiest to pair I feel like, people don't even know, like, cloves, yeah. Guava, yeah. Coconut, yeah. Maple syrup, yeah. Rum, yeah. Walnut, yeah. Like, it should be a very easy week. All you have to do is follow the rules. The rules are, on our Facebook page as well. And, yeah, and then use the hashtag TMA when you're posting it. And yeah, we'll talk about it on Wednesday. It should be a good week, should be an easy week, and then also on top of that, should be a really fun week. Bananas are just so fun to work with. They can be annoying, as you just saw with the mix that I'm experiencing right now, but they're always enjoyable. So make sure you tune into that TMA or get your recipes in. Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then next week on Denoted, we'll do oddball berries. We'll see how many I have, how many I can find, honestly. Hopefully there's not weird name ones and I can just search for them in my catalog. But I have probably around 20, I'm guessing. So it should be a great episode, and these berries are very versatile and very important if you like berries like strawberries and blueberries and raspberries. I think these berries, some of them, are going to be stuff that you need or should get. Maybe not need, but you should get some of my favorite flavors. So I think it should be a good episode as well, even if you don't like, oh, I don't care about Yang berries or huckleberries and stuff like that. A lot of these are great additives to blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries, and those are some of the top fruit flavors for people. So it would be a pretty good episode for y'all to tune in if you are intrigued by those flavors. But yeah, thank you for support. Thank you for joining. Uh, Once again, pineapple coconut flavor art, amazing. Kiwi's pretty good from SsA, but papaya from SsA might be the new #1 papayas because it doesn't need the shake and vape like Wonder Flavors has. So two good flavors. Alaskan berries are awesome. There's a lot to go over. I think y'all will enjoy it. But anyways, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you next week, or I'll see you Wednesday. Anyways, later. What if I click this? I want tacos. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe. Drink water. Love your loved ones if you love them. Hug them if you hug them. I'm not going to say what, well, you know what I'm thinking for the last one. But anyways, good night. Love y'all. Peace.